welcome back. Angela here again. So lovely to have you join me as always. Just want to say seen some wonderful shares of the bunny folio, so glad that you've enjoyed that. Now that we've got to the end of that, we're going to get on with some other things. And today I've been playing around with some new embossing folders that I got, and I thought I'd share with you what I've been doing. As you can see, I'm full of ink, all sorts. Even after scrubbing my hands, they're still orange. All right, so just want to show you quickly what I have been doing. So first of all, I started off making like a little journal card here, and you can see, if I can bring this closer, this is really beautifully embossed. This was just handmade paper that I've used, and I put it through this embossing folder that I've got, and I'll show you that in a minute. And then I've layered up and collaged on the side, so not very difficult at all. I've backed it onto tea stain paper, stitched around it, put on a large eyelet, just made one of these like little mini tag things, also from card, and just put on a little bit of jewelry, you know, journal jewelry. You've got to have a bit of that. And there we have it. All right, so that was just a little journal card. That was my first efforts with this. So I got progressing, carried on, and then I thought, all right, let me try a tag. So I used some green and ivory colors here, embossed it again, started layering up some more bits and bobs at the bottom here, and I quite liked how that one turned out. So that was that one. So as I was going, I was getting more ambitious, and then I made a pink one. Got to have a pink one. This is a different folder. I've used some gold and some pink here, stuck on a butterfly, layered up with some scraps of fabric and some other paper scraps that I've got, and these are all fussy cut flowers, so there are no kits involved here really, except some stamps and some labels from all sorts all over the place. Right, so those are the ones that I have been making so far, and really it all started off with some handmade paper. So this is what do they call this? This is quite thick handmade paper. I think it's rag paper. All right, so it's like an ivory color, pretty thick. I think it's about 600 GSM, so pretty thick. It's quite hardy, but it is bendable obviously. But I started like that and I ended like that, and I absolutely love this one here and this one here. I love them all, and I'm not sure if you can even see the 3D look that it has, so I'm not quite sure if you can see that. All right, so let's go and have a look at this quick little project, because you can roll these off. I was getting so excited with my inks and everything. So what I did was, let me just put that to the side. I bought these 3D embossing folders. These are the Tim Holtz Sizzix 3D embossing folders. This one's a botanical one that I've been showing you. And then I got another one which is called Elegant. Let me turn on this side so you can see the style. So these are the two that I've got hold of, and they arrived today. Well, actually, no, a few days ago. And today I got them out and thought, right, today's the day. I've been wanting to play around with these all week, and I'm finished with work now. Today I'm going to do it. So it was such fun and so easy. So if you have got yourself a embossing machine, and I'm so sorry if you don't, but I'm probably sure, I was thinking about this earlier, if you had to take this, I'm not sure if it would work with a rolling pin. Just me with my brain. All right, so if you had to roll, because these are really sturdy. In fact, you've got to take off quite a few plates off your I had to take off my Big Shot, and in fact I only used one of the clear plates, not two. It gives you instructions on what you need to do, but really love the results. So I'm going to take you through making another one of these quickly, and that's what I'll be going to do today. And I'm sure you're going to love this, because really I feel like I've got antique wallpaper and the options are really endless. So let me show you what I did. So I'm going to use the elegant one now, because I've been using the botanical one quite a lot. And I'll show you what I did. So I open it up like that. Now you've got the side that is embossed and debossed, I think, yeah. And what we're going to do is we're going to take, I've been using the Distress Oxides, and this one's Mulled Lavender. So what I did was I just took this off and I ran it on the indented side. All right, so the side that's dented in, not the side that's debossed, I think that's the right terminology, don't quote me on that, but the side that goes in, you want to take your ink, and then what I did was I just slid it, sorry, gosh, what's on my like with the English today, and of all people I should know better. You just run it over the top here, and it will automatically just go onto the top of your folder. All right, so you can see the bits that are sunken in don't get the ink, and you can do it as much as or as little as you like. You could do different colors on here, so you could do some with the one and some with some others. You don't have to, this is me just starting off simply, you know, you could do quite a few different things. So there, it looks like that. All right, so now what we're going to do is I'm just going to grab my paper, my handmade paper. I would use, if you want to use card, I'm sure it will work. You know, just make sure that it's a decent thickness. That's what I would suggest. And I'm going to just place this on the top here and close this up like this. And I'm going to go and run this through my Big Shot, and I will be straight back in a second. Alright, so I've run it through the Big Shot and just going to open it up like that. As you can see, you've got quite a lot of indentation going on there. And then you just want to pick that up. And look at that beautiful soft colour that you get there. I hope you can see that. Just look at that. Isn't that absolutely stunning? To me, it looks like some kind of French wallpaper or something. Like Baroque. I don't know, I'm making these things up, but you know, the more you put on there, you could put another layer on there, and add different parts and go wild with this really. But this is sort of my first attempt, and if you can see, if I tilt it to the side, the different texture that you've got just on that. So that's how I did that. Now, oops, what you want to do is just I'm just using a wet wipe here just to wipe off the excess ink, just to do that, and then I'm going to just let that dry, like that. All right, so it's all gone. Just put that on the side there just to dry. All right, now what I did then was I just once that's dry, I wanted to back that onto something, so I just took some of my I've got some of the digital papers. This is one of my tablecloths that I scanned, and I've got a tea stain paper, and I've got peach avocado paper, and I just wanted to, I like these for backing. It's not always that I have tea stain paper available, and not everybody is able to make tea stain paper. They're not successful with it, so it's nice to have digital versions for backing papers. So these are my backing papers that I have. So it's just a case of sticking that, well, I think this is double-sided, it is. So these are some of the ones I was trying it out on. It's just a case of sticking that down. I'm going to use my Oohoo glue, just like that. And you can use a stronger glue, but I will probably end up stitching this. And then it dries pretty quickly, so I don't have any on my fingers. Just like that. And then you want to just cut that out. So you can either use a pair of scissors, or because this card is quite thick, I'm just running the blade really close to the edge and There we go. Alright, so look how easy that is. Okay, and then it's just a see, we've got that on the back, and that's so easy to write on, and it's pretty. I quite like that. You don't have to do anything there. And then it's just a case of going like this on the edges, like that. And then of course sewing around the edge if you want to, or of course use better glue, go right to the edges with the glue, obviously. Right, just because it's very indented on the back, you wouldn't really be able to write in it, so there we go. All right, and if you wanted to, you could even dust this up a bit if you really wanted to. I mean, it's endless, the things that you could do. You know, you could even, if I take, I think I've got my antique linen one here. Yeah. It doesn't work as well with the normal ones. It needed to be the oxide ones. So you could actually just run your, there we go. If you run it over like that, you get a different dimension again. All right, it looks like gold. And that dries really nicely as well. So, I mean, there's so many things you can do. And I'm going to put this one aside because I have prepared one that's the same as this, but I've just stitched around it already. All right, so I'm going to let that one dry a bit. This one, I'm not going to put any colour. I'm going to keep it with ivory background and then just with a pinky background colour like that, which is quite nice. All right, so you can see I've just stitched around it. And again, it's on that backing paper. And of course, I'll probably end up distressing around the edges at the back as well. All right, so there's a card ready to use. Now, what I'm going to do here is just use some of my scraps. So I've thrown a few things together. I've got some, thought I'd bring in some teal here. I'm not really sure what I'm doing really. I've got bits and pieces of things all over the place. I've got a piece of wallpaper. I've got a couple of flowers here that I've pulled out again from fussy cutting. What is this? Don't know if I'm using that. Yeah, so let's just try and get these on at the moment. I've just found these scraps in my scrap pile. I don't know what I'm going to do, if anything. I thought I'd have something because I quite fancy having something on one side here, and I also don't want to cover up too much of this because I really like how it looks. Let me see if I don't want it that side instead. I think I do, because I like that swirl there, and that looks quite pretty. So I'm going to just stick this down on the side here. Let's just get one of these glues out. I hope you guys are all keeping well. Yeah, I'm so glad it's the weekend. Really need this weekend. I feel exhausted. Just such a lot going on. But yeah, I also just want to feel like just sitting down and watching a box set of something. I don't know if you guys ever feel like that. I just feel like I need to have a little bit of R&R for myself kind of thing, you know. I thought I wanted this a little bit more over. So I'm creating lots of layers here, and they do get a little bit lifted off this 3D stuff, so it gets you nice texture going on here. I don't know what I want where. I've just pulled some bits that I thought would work. This is too long, but I'll trim it. Like if I just sort of guess where I want this, I'm not quite sure. That and that and that, like that. Yeah, but I like this piece of paper, which is a piece of vellum that I printed on with some old font, and I don't know if I want to use it, but I quite like the contrast. I'm just trying things. Yeah, I might just stick it there. Yeah, I quite like that. I'm just going to do it. I'm not going to overthink it. You know, I love scraps. Just grab a few scraps, you know, make it happen. That's what I say. Right, so we're going to stick this one over here, and I don't want to go too high. maybe that high. And then what I'll do is I will cut the bottom off. Oh, sorry. So I'm just grabbing a pair of scissors here. Yeah, think about there. Just so when I glue it, I know where the height is. So we'll do that. Yeah, and I want to think about I've got some ideas for spring and quite a few springy projects on my mind. So yeah, I want to get going with those as well. So I think it's going to be a thinking weekend, hopefully. Yeah. So what are you all up to? Tell me what's on your desk. What are you thinking about doing craft-wise? Yeah. Oh, I'm loving those colour combos there. Right, so I think we'll stick that one there, but do I want to put this somewhere? I don't know. I don't know. Do I? Why not? Do I want that there? I don't know. I think it's, let's see, like that or like that. Okay, we're having it. There we go. I like it. It's adding something. I'm quite liking that it's also textured, also 3D-ish. So we'll just stick it down, sort of there, and put that there. Why not? Why not? I'm way behind on my emails and things. I do spend a lot of time on correspondence, and I love speaking to all of you, so I'm not complaining. But if you've sent me an email recently, the last day or two, let's say, I'm sorry I haven't answered you yet, and that is bad, but I will get to it. It's the weekend, so I'm hoping that I'll catch up with everything. Okay, now what I did do is I had a couple of bits here. This is like a piece of sari silk. There's another scrap from that scrap pile. I've hand stitched this on here just as I was going, and I found a button that matched. And this is just a scrap of my Christmas material actually, but I quite like the bits of gold, and I've just joined it all together, and I thought I would plonk that at the end. Plonk, good word. All right, what do you think? You like that? We'll have to use this 3-in-1 beacon, so let's stick that on the end. So I'm having fun with it, just a combination of everything. Now, I'm not a person that's tried a lot of mixed media because I've never really worked with mixed media before, but not that this is mixed media, but I've quite enjoyed messing about with inks, and I think I might have a go at a few other options and investigate some of this. Quite enjoyed it today. It's messy fun, but really lovely, quite nice. Okay, come on, let's work here. Okay, so let's put that down and just sort of stick this down here like that. Yeah, I like that. It sort of just gives it something. I really like that. Okay, and we've still got this beautiful background. Look at that. Sorry. Okay, so that's coming along nicely. I've got this little butterfly. I'm not sure if I'm going to use it. I'm not sure if that's the right kind of butterfly, or do I want to just see a purple one on there. I'm not sure if it's just, don't want the purple. I think I want a bit of turquoise, or do we want that one? Do we want that one? Thinking about how many focal points I have going on here. I think that's too bright. Yeah, I'm going to go with this one. I think it's not the best, but it will do. Just pick up on the teal here and there. So we'll just stick that down. There we go. On our little things there. And I think we'll just have to put a little dot, a little pearl on there. Now, yeah, so I've got my little pearls, and I just want to grip this, so we will just put this little dab of glue there, and we're going to just pick up one of these, I think, and hopefully I'm useless with these things. There we go. I think that's the one. A little bit over, right, quite like that. Now I'm going to stop because I'm getting all sorts of ideas in my head here, but I'm not going to go on with that. That's looking quite cute. I was thinking of some kind of words, and did I have some words lying in here? Okay, so I've got some of these, so I might try one of these. Let's just see here. These are just with those little stamps that click together, which I love. But I really did jam it in on this piece of paper. I don't know why I did that. We'll see if I'm even going to go with this. I don't even know. Maybe. Yeah. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll just take some of the ink that is on here, just to make it a little creamer, and then I think I might just stick that over there. I don't know, I think so. Okay. You know, you can go on and on with these things and just never ends. Just never ends. Okay, so I think that's about all I'm going to do there. Have a look there so far. You can see what I've done. Really like that. Love this. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to just put in the top bit here. So let's think now. I've got my eyelets, and I think I'm going to go with, I don't have the exact colour, so I'm going to go with something like that, I think. So with me, I just like to estimate where that's going to be. And these tags are 3 inches by 6 inches, in case you're wondering. Alright, so that's about 7.5 centimeters by about 15. Okay, so the way I do this is I use my pencil. I get that in place, and then I'm able just to, because I'm very wary of making that area too short, and then I've got a little circle like that to see where I'm going to do it, and then I just do it like that. Yeah. Okay. And then we can just put that on like that. Oops. And we can just close that again. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to put on this sari silk here. Okay, and then I'll just thread that through here like that. This is such a lovely sturdy tag. I am liking it. Okay, and then we just want to put a bit of a bow here. Right, and then we can just chop that off. Of course, I didn't chop it off very well, you know, as you do. There we go, that's better. And then it's just about sorting out the bow, really, which could take a long time, so I don't want to bore you with that. Right, it is always a problem on camera. Things seem to take twice as long with just the simple things, but you know, can't help myself. When I start with it, I just want to carry on. Right, so we have a pretty bow here, which I will fix off camera, I think. Okay, and you can add beads to this. You could add so many other charms or whatever it is that you want. All right, so I've got that more or less done, but I'll faff with it afterwards. Okay, so there we go, ladies. What do you think of that? Isn't that just a beautiful embossing folder? And I love how that tag has turned out. All right, so there we have it. So we've got this one that we've just made now. I've got this lovely journal card, which I really love as well, with the beads. Then I've made this lovely tag as well with the greens. And then the last one here with the pinks. Okay. So there we have it. I hope that you've enjoyed that. It wasn't a long video at all today, but I've had loads of fun, and I'm sure the options to do this with pockets, all sorts of things are going to be amazing, even envelopes. So yeah, go and give it a try and see what you think. And thank you so much for spending some time with me today. I hope you've enjoyed it. Sorry it's such a quick project, but sometimes quick projects are fun. So I hope you forgive me that I haven't done a whole big blown up one today. All right, everyone. So thanks so much for spending time with me. I look forward to seeing what you think about these, and I'll see you all in the very next video. Bye-bye now.